Good morning, guys. Welcome back. And I'm Jennifer, and we are going to do a stitch and chat. But first, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing today. So I hope everybody's doing well and everybody's ready for Christmas. So we're going to get started, but first I need to do a couple of admin things. First, if you're new, welcome to the channel. And if you like what you see, please make sure that you hit the like button or the subscribe. Secondly, there will be no more Zooms until the new year. I will be starting Zooms on the 14th. Only because, as you all know, it's Christmas. But next week, I will be spending time with my kids. My daughter is coming home today and probably won't go home until probably next weekend. So we are going to be spending some time just, it's Christmas, family, what have you. And so that being said, Zooms will start back up in January on the 14th, and we will go from there. So, all right, what I'm going to be doing today. First, I need to clean the bathroom, and then I need to unclog the vacuum cleaner. I was vacuuming yesterday, and it wasn't picking up. So, that's, how I did and yesterday was kind of one of those things where when it got to the point that the vacuum cleaner wasn't working, I was like, you know what, forget it. I'm not doing anything. I did do organize my desk a little too, but I need to finish doing that. But I'll probably do that over the next week. And I was going to go to the grocery store, but we'll do that tomorrow. And then I'm going to be stitching for the rest of the day and watching some TV. Actually, no, listening to a book. I have a new book that I'm going to be listening to. It's called, what is it called? Hold on, I'll tell you what it's called. I don't remember what it's called. That's bad when you can't remember what it's called. Hold on. It's a new author to me, and it is called, what is it called? 8 Perfect Murders. And this, whoops, that's not what I wanted. Really? I was trying to see what it was about. There we go. It is, it's by, who's it by? Peter Swanson. And it's about, let's see, this is about the story of a bookseller who finds himself at the center of an FBI investigation because of a very clever killer that has started using his list of fiction, his fiction's most ingenious murders. And so this is going to be interesting because he's an owner of a bookstore, and the FBI come to his door to, kind of get hold on. I don't have my scissors. I'm not prepared this morning. To kind of get, some insight into the, the whole thing. So, we're going to get started. And I got to pause again because my phone is ringing. Sorry, that was wrong number. Okay, so I apologize. I don't usually, make that many, get up that many times like that. Okay, so I am working on Magic Book from Haid, and I don't have my chart in front of me because where I'm working is mostly 310, the Cone of Doom 310, and I have also have a couple skeins, or a whole bunch of skeins of black anyway, so that helps. So let's get started. I think I'm kind of situated now. Feel like I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off this morning, because I am, you know how you get that feeling of, I don't want to say dread, but you don't feel like doing what you need to do. And I've been feeling like that all morning, because I have been on a roll with this chart, and mostly because it's mostly because it's black, got, all black, 310, and I just kind of have been on a roll. I did almost, good grief, how many stitches did I do yesterday? Because I'm doing 10 stitches, so I did like, I think it was like 1,700 10 stitches, and then dividing that by 2, 8 something, for full cross. And I was on such a roll, I was like, I don't know what the deal is. And this morning, I don't know. It's like, I know I have to do adulting stuff, but I was just to this point where I was like, I really don't give a flying donkey's butt, because, hold on, can't see anything, and there we go. So I was like, you know what? So my best friend was going to run me to the store really quick, because I don't have a vehicle. She was going to run me to the grocery store, but she has to be at work at a certain time. So I just told her, I said, you know what? I said, just wait till tomorrow. I don't want you rushing around, and then, you end up being all late to work, because, I would feel really, really bad if she was late to work. So she, was like, okay. And, so she, she's going to take me tomorrow instead. Not that we need groceries, because we have groceries here. It was just, I don't know. I haven't been motivated that much to like really do anything. And I don't know, why. I don't know. Don't ask me. I have no clue. So I'm going to, relax today. And I think the other thing is, my knees have been bothering me. It's supposed to rain in the next couple of days, so my knees have been really, really extra lately. And so I think I'm just gonna, chill out and relax today and listen to this book, and go from there. I do want to tell you all that next month I am ordering something. I'm gonna do a thing. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Happy Planner, and I had a reading planner, and it was, one of the classic planners. And when I go to read in my room, I always try to take the the planner with me, and I don't know, because that's where I write down, my thoughts when I'm doing, especially if I'm reading books for book reviews. And it's just got to be too much. So I went on, I saw, who was it? E Joyful Plans. And she loves Happy Planner, but she also uses Jane's Agenda. So I'm going to be ordering one next month, after all the Christmas stuff is done and over and done with. I could have probably ordered it now and probably got it on sale, but it's just, I know if I ordered it today or what have you, it probably wouldn't have come until after Christmas anyway. So I'm going to wait until next month and order it, because I feel like it might work for me. There's plenty of space for me to write down what I need to write, and not feel like I'm not feel like I have to, have the inconvenience of the big classic Happy Planner. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I love Happy Planner, but I also wanted to try something different and see, what the difference is and go from there. But yeah, so other than that, let's see, today, good grief, not really a whole lot going on today. Like I said, yesterday, Justin did his Christmas shopping. He got all that done. He did come in and ask me, he says, do you have wrapping paper? I don't know. I think I do. I don't know. So I have to look back there to see how much I have. Because either way, we have to, have it to wrap with. But, I don't think it's going to be an issue. But we'll see. So, yeah. So he got all that done. He got all the presents that he needed to get done. And then, needed to get. And, so yeah, he's ready. He's done. He said the only thing he's got to worry about now is, wrapping everything. And I told him, I said, well, I'll see how much wrapping paper I have over the next couple of days, and then, we'll go from there and whatever. So, yeah, so I didn't, like I said, I stitched most of the day, and, little dude did, schoolwork. He, is getting a little upset again because they told him that, all the assignments had to be turned in by a certain day. Well, he did that, but he's getting a little worried because some of the assignments haven't been graded yet. And he's like, Mom, what am I supposed to do? And I said, just chill. I said, they'll get to it. I said, if I have to, I will call them, I will email them and, make sure they know and tell them, look, this 3-day stuff is crazy. I mean, it is, but, they've been pretty good so far. His teachers have been pretty good so far about grading stuff. And I get it. It's Christmas vacation coming up. And it's just, not... I think all of the teachers are not really trying to, like, rush and stuff. And so then this morning he was sitting there... in science class, and he turns around and he starts kind of banging on the arm of the chair, of my chair. And I said, what is your problem? And he says, I gotta write an essay that has to have 350 words in it. I said, what? He says, yeah, for science. And I was like, oh boy. He's like, yeah, he was saying all kinds of things, trying to say he was just, I said, son, I will help you. And he was like, there goes my grade. I was like, son, chill. So he's, stressing because, he's not happy. He's, he's nervous. But, and yesterday, what was yesterday? Something happened yesterday, and I thought it was kind of funny because he was freaking out big time, and he, which is very, very unlike him, and I can't even remember what it was for now, to be truthful, because I was kind of like, and I know what it was because I was sitting here thinking about it, and I was going to tell you guys about it, and then I can't remember what it was about. Oh my God. I hope that this isn't, jeez. Guys, I'm telling you, I am not, I don't have Alzheimer's, I promise. I'm just trying to remember what Jeez. This is bad when you can't remember. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. I don't even remember. Okay, never mind. We'll go on to something else. So, yeah. So, yeah, this, it's been quiet. We have been told that we are expecting snow, but I really don't know if we're going to get snow because I was looking at the weather this morning and it looks like the big snowstorm that's going across, the top part of the United States. Everybody else looks like they're getting it, but us in general, we're getting rain. And I'm like, this is sad because I really wanted snow. So, yeah, we're not getting snow. We probably won't get snow until, after Christmas. It'll be our luck. But that's okay. We'll be all right. It won't be the first time. But, so today is going to be quiet, and I'm not doing a whole lot because I just want to stitch. And that's bad when I say that. I mean, all I have to do is to clean the bathroom, which I didn't do yesterday, and unclog the vacuum. And I'll probably do that, later. Because I really don't feel like, doing anything right now. And it is what it is. So, but, yeah. So, that being said, I was going to do, some tag questions. And I have to find them. Let's see. Do I still have them? Close. I don't know why that did that. They're not there. Where are they? Tag questions, tag questions, tag questions. Let's see. There they are. Okay. Alright, I have some tag questions that I will try to answer because some of these, are really good tag questions, but I don't, a lot of people don't have the same kind of answers or traditions for some of these questions, so just bear with me. Okay. What is the best present that I've ever received? Oh my. Good grief. Let's see. I gotta really think about that one. Because there's been so many. And it doesn't really give you a timeline. I'm assuming it's, the best present you've ever received in your whole life at Christmas. So I'm going to have to go with this one. I used to be really, really big into dollhouses. And my father built a dollhouse for me. And I knew about the dollhouse. I just didn't know, when I was going to get it or what have you. He, always told me I haven't started it yet, blah, blah, blah. And I never went into his workshop, so I just assumed, So one Christmas, and I to be honest, I can't remember how old I was, and Santa Claus and Daddy and my dad gave that to me, and it was all furnished. He made all the furniture for it, and it was really cool. I used to enjoy, playing with it, and then, when I got older and I moved out of the house, I didn't really have a place for it. And then it was damaged. So I had to get rid of it. Now, I still like doll houses, but I don't have any room for it in here. And there would be no way in God's green earth that, I could have it here, and it just wouldn't, there'd be no room for it at all whatsoever. But yeah, that is the best present I ever received. Now, my worst present, I don't, to be honest, that's one I can't really tell you, because I never had any presents that I didn't really like. Because I wasn't a really picky person, and my parents knew that, and so did my grandparents. But I don't really think I had any really worse presents that I can remember. If I did, I don't remember. My parents will have to, tell you that, because I don't know, to be truthful. As a kid, did a sibling ever receive a present that you wished was for you? I don't think so. I don't really think so. Of course, like I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but I was always considered the black sheep of the family, even though I was the oldest. So I don't really think so, to be honest. And I'm sitting here thinking, and I don't know. I don't know. My kids, my siblings, I was never jealous of my siblings like that for, a Christmas present that I wanted. Good grief. So I don't think that ever, I don't think that was ever an issue, and I never really made a big, stink about it. So, yeah, that was never my problem. Okay, next question. What is your favorite thing about Christmas? Oh my gosh. I can't really say there's a favorite. I've always liked Christmas for as long as I can remember. And, when I was in school, my favorite thing about, Christmas was we got 2 weeks off from school. And, like now with little dude, he has 2 weeks off. But I don't know. My favorite thing about Christmas, when all my grandparents were alive, my favorite thing was when they would come over for Christmas Day, and I would get to eat my grandmother's coffee cake, and yeah, and my grandfather would give me Hershey Kisses every year for Christmas. That's really, I don't think I have an exact favorite thing about it, to be honest. So, there's really not anything that I consider, my favorite. When did you start getting excited about Christmas? When did I start? Good grief, I've been excited about Christmas for as long as I can remember. Like I said, this is my favorite time of the year, from fall all the way up to, winter time. And, yeah, I think it's been for as long as I can remember, because I don't know. I mean, I used to, be sneaky, and of course my father figured this out when I was little, but I used to be sneaky and pretend that I was asleep when Santa Claus would come in. And that was my favorite thing. One of my, I always like to do that. So, but getting excited, I can't even tell you really when I really got excited about it. I think I've always been excited about Christmas, so I don't really know Yeah. Like I said, I am not, really. Next question. Do you use advent calendars? No. We did when I lived at home with my parents. And I've wanted to try to bring that back in, here with me and my kids. And for some reason, I always forget to go and, either pick one up or order one. So I think I'm going to try to do that for next year and see, start that because, we have one here, but it's one that little dude made, and it's a snowman that, he made in school a while ago. And, I just, I don't know. That's his, little countdown thing. It's not Advent where, how you open it and there's, something in there for every whatever. And so I think I'm going to buy one. Okay. Recite a line from one of your favorite holiday movies. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, because you know what? Me and holiday movies, I haven't been very good about watching those lately. It's been a while since I watched a holiday movie. And I said I was going to do that this week. I'll probably do that tomorrow. But I don't know. Good grief. It's been a while since I've actually sat down and watched a holiday movie. And, I don't know. Because, it's been a while, and I do have every intention of watching, some Christmas movies this week, when I, or tomorrow, when I, sit down and relax and spend time, with the kids. And, but yeah, my favorite line in a holiday movie. Oh my gosh, let's see. I like Home Alone. I'm trying to remember what one of those. The only thing I can think about it, the only thing from Home Alone, the only line I can remember is when his mother, yells out, "Kevin," really loud. That's the only thing I can think of. It goes to show how far behind on Halloween movies I am. Let's see. Share a funny Christmas memory. Oh, geez. Oh, boy. Let's see. They really are making me work for this because my brain... Okay. I do have one. And this is, like I said, me being sneaky when I was younger. One Christmas, I was asleep. And I woke up because I heard something in the hallway. And at first I thought it was my dad or my mother. So I just, laid there and I used to shut my bedroom door at night when I would go to sleep. And so I was on my way to going back to sleep when my bedroom door opened, and I kind of, my heart started beating really fast in my chest, and I started getting butterflies in my chest, and I happened to, open my eyes just a little bit and saw what time it was. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I just laid there and and of course I kind of, opened my eyes up really, really quickly and saw, oh, it's Santa Claus. And I was like, oh my God. So I, went back to sleep, or so they thought. Went back to sleep, and the funny part is, okay, this is my bedroom window. This is my parents' bedroom window. Okay. my bed lays, the head of my bed was parallel to where my window was. I could look out my window while laying in bed. And same thing with my dad's and my parents' room. So anyway, long story short is the person left. Well, Santa Claus left my room. Well, I'm assuming that, now mind you, I still believe in Santa Claus. So, those of you that, don't judge. So anyway, I'm laying there and Santa had left. So about 10 minutes later, my parents' bedroom light comes on. And I know, okay. So I, laid there, closed my eyes, and I'm like, okay. So, I open it back up again, and I see my dad sitting on the bed in a Santa Claus suit. And I was like, okay. Now, the funny thing about the whole thing is he must have had some kind of sixth sense or something to know that I was awake, because he got up to the window and waved. So I, the next morning, after, all of our Christmas company had left, he comes up to me and he says, "Were you awake last night?" I was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "I know you saw me." And I was like, "Well, yeah, it was after Santa Claus left." He's like, "How do you know Santa Claus left?" And I said, "Because I heard the reindeer on the roof." "Oh. Why?" "Well, I helped Santa Claus last night." "Okay." And I guess he thought that if he told me that he was Santa, or that he helped Santa, I might not believe in Santa Claus. I've always believed in Santa Claus, okay? Always have. And I guess, my father thought, So, yeah. So it was kind of one of those things where you're like, oh. So, yeah, that was kind of a funny thing, because I don't think my dad thought I was actually awake. And he kind of like, "Well, don't ruin it." I'm like, I'm not going to ruin it for anybody. I mean, my sisters may not believe in Santa Claus, but I do. And so, yeah, that was, one of our thing. Okay. Talk us through your typical Christmas day. Oh, boy. All right. Typically, when both girls lived at home. Now, this is typical. This is before the boys were here, before, the boys were even thought of and born and so forth. The girls would wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning. And we would open the presents and at 3 o'clock in the morning, because they wouldn't let me go back to sleep. And then, we'd all go back to bed, blah, blah, blah. Now, typically, I get up around 7 o'clock. They, see their stockings. They open their stockings or whatever. We bring them out here so they can open them, look into their stockings. And then we open presents, and then usually they go and do their thing, whereas with Justin and Skylar, they go and play video game or look at their presents or have fun with their presents and so forth. This year Skylar's going to have fun with his, but anyway. So that's usually what we do here, because it's just us. We don't do a whole lot. My parents don't have a big to-do anymore. And they, 90% of the time are traveling. So they're, one year they could be, going to Kentucky to see my, my middle sister, or they could be going to, or excuse me, going to Italy to see my middle sister, or going to Kentucky to see my baby sister. So it just really, really all depends on, but I mean, here in my house, no, nothing really changes. I mean, we do watch Harry Potter at Christmas time. So, that's, really what we do all year long. I mean, that's a Christmas tradition, and that's the next question about, what traditions we have. That is a Christmas tradition, is to watch, the Harry Potter movies. And, I do want, with the Advent calendar, we didn't have that, so I want to start that for next year. But yeah, there's really not that many, we're just kind of laid back. Okay, do I have a real or a fake tree? I have an artificial tree. I've always had an artificial tree. I don't know why. I just do. So, yeah, we have an artificial tree. And that's really all I've ever had, because I know if I get a real tree, I'll probably kill it before Christmas Day, and that wouldn't be good. So yeah. And I mean, with the artificial tree, I like having the option of putting it up the day after Thanksgiving, and keeping it up until New Year's Day. It's just me, and I like, that's the way I've always done it, and so forth. So yeah. Pictures with Santa, do I have any? No, I do not have any pictures with Santa. I don't have any pictures of the kids with Santa, because one way, 9 times out of 10, they didn't like getting their picture taken with Santa. So there was just no, we never did that. So, yeah. Okay, that's all for me. And, yeah, that was a boring Christmas tag. But that's all I have today, guys. And I hope everybody has a great day. I will be doing morning videos until Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, there will not be any morning stitch and chat videos. They will start back up on Monday. But today and tomorrow, what's today? Today is Wednesday. So today, tomorrow, wait a minute, let me pull out my planner and make sure I got the dates right, because I am not one to remember these things. Okay, today, tomorrow, and Friday, we will have morning stitch and chat videos, but then the weekend there will not be any, and I will be back up and running on Monday. Floss tube. I forgot to tell you all this at the beginning. Sorry. Floss tube. Because I was sick, there will not be one this week. I will have one next week, because with me being sick, I did not do a whole bunch of stitching and so forth. So I will not have a floss tube, and that's really all that I can remember that we need to tell you, or I need to tell you guys. Yeah, that's it. That is all of it. So, like I said, I hope everybody has a great week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see everybody next time. Bye, guys.